La cucaracha. Yo no puede caminar porque la falta, porque no tiene marihuana a fumar. What do you think, thong or bikini? What are you doing? Why aren't you packing?
I'm not going.
Not going? What do you mean? You have to go.
I changed my mind.
Isn't it a little late for that? For Christ's sake, we leave tomorrow morning. We have tickets. Don't do this to me.
I'm not going. Anyway, I don't have enough money to go to Mexico.
I don't have enough money to go to Mexico either, but I'm going. We have non-refundable tickets. Non-refundable tickets. I'm not going to spend that amount of money and not get laid on the beach.
But do I have to paint you a sign? I'm not going. It's not the right time for me to just pick up and go away for a week.
You promised.
I know I said I'd go, but I think it would be a mistake.
It'll be fun. Club Med in Mazatlan. Sun, surf, sex with men we can't understand.
Shit, isn't there someone you can get to go with you? You have tons of friends, people who would love to go with you.
Not at a day's notice.
What about Matthew or Scott? Scott would love to go.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Scott, you want to go with me to Mexico tomorrow for a week? That's a good idea. This is stupid. Where's your suitcase?
Listen, I'm sorry your lover couldn't get away from his family in the suburbs to spend some quality time with you, but I'm still not going. Case closed.
I'm not seeing him anymore, and I thought we agreed. This trip is what we both need to get away from everything and everybody.
We didn't agree on anything. You just needed somebody to stand in for, what's his name again?
Alan.
Alan. Right. And I told you I'm not the beach kind of person, but you used your sweet words and your slick talk, and you got a tentative maybe, okay, out of me. Well, now I'm saying no.
What can I say? I'm a great salesman. It's my business.
Well, Mr. Salesman, go alone. Would that be such a crime?
Do you know how pathetic it is to go on a trip by yourself? It's like wearing a hat that says, I'm a desperate person looking for sex.
Aren't you?
Fuck you.
And that's another thing? I'm not into all this free love shit that you seem to revel in.
See, that's a good reason for you to go.
What?
To get in touch with your sexuality.
My sexuality is just fine, thank you very much.
Please.
Just because I don't want to prance around in one of those little thong thingies doesn't mean that I have a problem with sex.
Jesus Christ. Every time we go to the pool or the beach, you sit there under the umbrella like some geriatric, fully dressed, even when you go in the water.
Well, I'm allergic.
Yeah, to what? Your body?
The sun, you know, skin cancer. I don't particularly want to look like a leather handbag by the time I'm 50.
Look, if you don't want to drown in the ocean of love, you can at least enjoy the view.
I'm not even interested in looking anymore.
Wait a minute. This is why you don't want to go, isn't it?
What?
This is all about Barry, isn't it?
I just don't want to go. Why is it so difficult for you to understand? It has absolutely nothing to do with Barry.
Have you been waiting for him to call you? God, you haven't been driving by his house again, have you?
No. Not for a couple of weeks.
I knew it. I knew you had to beat that dead horse. You were the one who asked for time apart, and it is for the best. I never liked him anyway.
I didn't know he was going to say okay. I just wanted him to tell me what was wrong.
You want to know what's wrong? I'll tell you what's wrong. You're going with a guy who's looking for a way out, and you gave it to him. I'm sorry, but that's the way I see it.
But that's the way you see it, Mr. I dated a married man.
I didn't know he was married.
Well, you want to know what I see? I see somebody who's trying to run away from his latest dating fiasco is what I see.
And I dropped him as soon as I found out.
Why is it that you always end up with the wrong people? Either he's married, he's an addict, he's a Jehovah's fucking Witness.
Addicts are your territory.
Well, I'm not going to run away from this like you were all too famous for. I'm going to stay right here and I'm going to deal with it.
You will just go. I'll help you get Barry back.
Who said I want him back?
Then what the fuck are we talking about?
I just want to tell him that...
What?
I don't know what I want to tell him. I just feel that I need to see him.
And we're back to square one again. I know you're hurt, but seeing him so soon, it won't help him or you. You know, I know somebody who needs a vacation.
Just stop it!
Fine. I'm going. You know, and in 2 days, I'm going to be on the seaside dancing the samba with Juan Carlos. And where will you be? Right here, drowning in self-pity, wondering why you spent all your money and have nothing to show for it, and wishing you had listened to your friend Jeremy, who was right all along. So have fun.
Why is it so damn hard?
Why is what hard?
Finding someone, the right one.
Michael, generally, the right one is already spoken for. And even if you do find your Mr. Right, that doesn't necessarily mean you're his Mr. Right. Not to mention the fact that you're gay and living in the Deep South. And these two facts open up a whole new set of possibilities. Men who are afraid to be found out. Men who become alcoholics because they can't deal with the fact that they're gay. You know, all the guys in this place, they're from these little country towns just trying to test the waters, learning to accept their homosexuality at work, at church, wherever. And then there's the, you're not young enough, not smart enough, not cute enough, not black enough, don't have the right job. I mean, face it, we're at the Blanche de Bois age where the light must be dimmed in order to create the magic. So I don't see why you would deny yourself the chance to get away from all this. I need a drink. You want one?
Yeah. But what about all those men you meet at the store?
The men at the store want one thing. And usually I do too. I like sex. Is there anything wrong with that? You meet, you fuck, you leave. I don't see anything wrong with casual sex as long as both parties know the rules. And when Mr. Right comes along, I won't need that anymore. Maybe.
See, that's why Barry was perfect for me.
Excuse me?
He was exactly what I was looking for. He was considerate and very romantic.
Until the end.
The sex was good.
Until the end.
No, the sex was always great. But school was taking up so much of his time, and, well, I didn't want to be a distraction. So we talked about it and decided that he really needed to focus on his studies. We decided we'd just be friends for a while. I said, okay.
Oh, I guess that's why I didn't call. Lovers call, friends don't.
No, but I think if I could just talk to him, maybe see him for just...
Never pursue them after they've left. It makes you look desperate, pathetic. And they'll only run farther and faster away. Jesus God, don't do that to yourself. Where's the tequila?
It's in the pantry.
Could you get it for me?
Sure. This is terrific.
It is pretty good. I'll be perfecting my recipe in Mexico.
Oh, stop it.
Blue sky, private beach, crystal clear, water warm, sun, drinks by the pool, and beautiful men waiting to meet us. Clothing optional.
Clothing optional? That could be weird. I wouldn't want to see you naked.
Okay, I'll make you a deal. In the morning, I'll take the pool, you take the beach. In the afternoon, I'll take the beach, you take the pool. No, wait a minute. I want the pool in the afternoon.
But afternoon is prime time at the pool. No, I get the pool in the afternoon.
So you're going?
I don't know. How can you be so cavalier about this? You just broke up too. Didn't you care about him?
Of course I cared about him. I cared about him a lot. So did his wife. I'm not playing that game anymore. I always lose.
Okay, the hired help is here.
Oh, thank God you're here. Save me from Jeremy.
Darling, she is a voice of reason, and she's going to beat the shit out of you when she hears what you've been up to.
Okay, before we go past the point of no return, I just want to know, am I getting a margarita?
Yes, I'll get it. Let Michael tell you.
Hello.
Hello.
Mwah.
What's going on?
I'm not going to Mazatlan.
You're kidding, right?
No.
You've got a cheap ticket to an all-inclusive Club Med for a week with 300 gay men and you're not going? Strap a dick on me and I'll go.
Come on, June, I can't take it
for you to go.
But who would feed Josette?
I would be hard-pressed to find such a good friend to watch such a pissy cat.
She is
She's
not
not
pissy.
pissy.
Thank you very much. Oh, where is she anyway?
She's probably off somewhere hiding because she's pissed that we're leaving.
Is he for real about not going?
He wants to stay and talk to Barry.
You haven't told him yet?
Well, I thought the beach would be a better place to tell him.
So what are you going to do?
I don't know. I think I'm wearing him down, but I'm going either way. But it'd be so much more fun if he could go too.
I can't find her. I don't know where she is. She must be in her special hiding place, and who knows where the hell that is. I got it.
She's probably peeing in my suitcase.
No. Yeah. Oh, sure. Your mom.
Okay, spill it.
Oh, I can't take it from both sides, June. I just want to sit here and enjoy this drink. Listen, we can have dinner this week. You can be my sounding board.
Sweetie, my dance card's filled this week. We've got a major new line arriving in less than a month, and I've got to handle the visuals for 2 stores. I haven't even turned in the renderings. I've got 2 weeks of work that I have to present by Thursday. I barely have time to feed your pussy. So don't be mad. I would love to hang out with you this week, but it's just not an option. Go on your trip. Don't stay here and be miserable.
I don't want to go on a trip. Anyway, I just ruined Jeremy's good time.
Oh, that's bullshit. Jeremy has a good time at a funeral. Besides, he wants you to go. What's really going on here?
What's going on is I've met 3 guys in the last 4 years, okay? And each time I thought, okay, this is it. He's the one. But then they all ended up just blowing up in my face. Now, you never met David. Classic closet case. Nice guy. Great sex. But then I realized that's all we ever did. I'd say, why don't we go out to wherever? But he'd always talk me out of it. We'd just end up in bed. He always came over here. I figured he had a roommate because we could get pretty loud.
But you've got a roommate.
Well, he can get pretty loud too, so it equals out. But anyway, my birthday was coming up, and I wanted to go out and have a nice romantic evening. I made reservations, told him about it weeks in advance, and then he called maybe 30 minutes before he was supposed to pick me up and said, I can't make it. That's it. I can't make it.
What a bastard.
I got Jeremy to go out with me, so we still had a good time.
But honey, that doesn't make it any better.
The next time I saw him, he apologized profusely, swore he'd make it up to me. Then another couple of months go by, and I said, why don't we go out again? And do you know what he had the nerve to tell me?
He's not gay.
I told him I didn't want to live my life in a closet, so he left. I haven't seen him since. But he's called a couple of times, asked me if I was up for some company. And we both know what that means.
Booty call.
Oh, and then there was Anthony. Anthony had the most incredible hands.
I didn't say anything.
You were thinking something.
I was just thinking that there was something a little bit more incredible about that man than his hands.
Yeah.
You want another margarita?
Oh, yeah. Oh, thank you.
My mother wants me to join the Episcopal Church.
Yeah, Anthony had it all, especially that monkey on his back. He tried to hide it, but it became pretty obvious something was going on. I mean, he was edgy, had trouble sleeping, paranoid about most everything. And then I caught him in the can at Norma's party, remember? He was so pissed, I thought he was going to hit me.
Oh, that was a great party. Until he freaked the fuck out.
She said she read somewhere there's lots of rich, eligible gay men in the Episcopal Church.
I saw him a couple of weeks ago at the market. He looked so dirty. His hair was all matted. I don't think he saw me, though. Randy said that he had been thrown out of his apartment for being 3 months behind on the rent. He's writing bad checks. He's going to get busted. Look at me. I'm still pining for that motherfucker.
No, you're not. You just feel sorry for him. I mean, what he did to himself. And you offered him help, and he said no. So it's good that you got out of that.
And now there's Barry.
Okay, goodbye. I'll talk to you in a week. Love you. Guess what? My cousin Eric found a boyfriend from Florida. He's a lawyer.
Your Aunt Laura's son.
Yeah, Mom's gonna kill me. Laura's son can't have a better boyfriend than her son.
You need to tell him.
Tell him what?
I don't know. You tell me, June. All right. I saw Barry last weekend. He was out dancing with the boy. He was hanging all over him. The next morning, I go to breakfast. They're there, and they came in the same car.
Maybe he was an old friend from out of town.
I've seen them together since.
Maybe they were,
Maybe it's over. Maybe he's moved on.
I gotta agree with Jeremy, honey. I mean, if he can't see what a great guy you are, screw him. You just gotta get back out there. There's 1,000 other guys that would be much better for you.
It took me 30 years to find this one.
No, June's right. We're at the peak of our lives. We're funny, we're attractive, you're smart, I'm extremely sexy. That's why this trip is such a good idea. We can be whoever we want. I've already decided. I'm going to be a supermodel, and you can be a Pulitzer Prize winner or something.
A supermodel?
Shut up. You can call me Alexander or Alex. I'm descended from Russian royalty. Our family was smuggled across the country by some...
faithful servants.
That will work, and we've lived ever since in New Orleans in the Quarter. What's your story?
I could be somebody from Detroit.
Oh, why Detroit?
My mom's from Detroit. We spent some time there when I was a kid.
We'll work on it.
Yeah, motherfucker. He thinks I'm going to stay here and be sad over him. He's got another thing coming. I'm so mad I could kill him.
Well, that's in progress. I mean, I wouldn't kill him, but we need to get even, right?
Right.
So how do we get even?
I don't know. How do we get even?
Okay, wait a minute. I'm gonna leave the revenge part to you and Alexander here, but I'm gonna leave. I'll see y'all tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. I'm so glad you're going. You won't regret it.
Thank you, June.
All right.
Bye.
So, how do we wreak our vengeance on that bastard Bear?
Going on this trip's a great start. Show everybody you're spontaneous. Throw caution to the wind and your heels to Jesus.
You know, I've always been a wallflower, but that ends with this trick.
That's my girl. I'll get it.
Son of a bitch, I'll show him. Where's my sunblock? No, screw that. I'm going to let my skin fry to a golden brown. Don't you have some kind of tan accelerator?
Of course.
Pack it.
Hello?
Bitch.
Oh, Alan.
I don't have to take that shit.
Yeah, that's Michael working through some aggression therapy. You can come. You can. No, great. So your wife is taking the kids to see the parents. Terrific. Yeah, why don't you be at my house tomorrow morning at 7 and we'll head straight to the airport. Oh, okay, yeah, we can talk about all of that. Yeah. No, me too. Okay. Bye.
Prick.
So who was that?
Just some asshole.
We're gonna have so much fun.
More than I thought. What are you doing? Don't stand there. The plane leaves at 7 in the morning. We need to leave at 6 o'clock sharp.
Great. I'll be back by then.
From where?
From watering Barry's flower garden with bleach. And I definitely think you should wear the bikini.
Why?
Because I'm wearing the thong.
I've created a monster.
La cucaracha, la cucaracha.
Yo no puede caminar, porque le falta, porque no tiene marihuana a fumar.